Hello, dear teacher. Thanks for accepting to be interviewed. The current interview is about space exploration, advantages and disadvantages. It will not take more than 5 to 10 minutes. Can we start?
Whenever you're ready.
Should governments prioritize spending on the exploration of space? Why?
Well, I think that man's curiosity is always, from the beginning of times, has put the eyes of man into the skies. But I don't think the governments should put this as priority number one. The study of space should have its own proper moment, but not. I don't think should be put in the first uh, as a first priority, because a state has other things for people.
Okay. And next, exploration. Is space an important frontier for human exploration inspiration?
Yes, since the beginning of times, the skies, the planets, the sun have given the humanity reasons to think of them, right? So the men always had put their eyes into the skies. People, the curiosity of the people, usually.
Okay. Science. Does the space exploration benefit science, human understanding?
Well, it does, of course, because if we study our planet, we study how the galaxy works, right? We will know where we come from and what will be the humankind expecting the Earth to, what the Earth's going to become in the future. Since we are made of the same material as the rest of the planets, as the rest of the space, the Earth will behave. The behavior of the Earth will be the same as the planets that we can see in the sky.
Okay. Funding. Should a space exploration be publicly funded?
Well, to explore space takes a lot of money. So the countries in the first world, as United States, China now, Russia before, they have put big amounts of money into space exploration. Sometimes they put more money than the human will require for their first priorities, as health, as education.
Okay. Planet. Does the human race need to be able to move to another planet?
Well, um, I think that the humankind should take good care of the planet that we have now. Um, the technologies that we have today won't allow us to move to another planet yet. People is now starting to see the possibilities to move to other planets in case the Earth gets more damage. But we don't stop the damage to the Earth. We still throw plastic and garbage, and we still polluting the water. I think we should concentrate more in saving the planet that we have. If things comes to having to move to another planet, uh, just the elites will be the ones that are able to move. How about the rest of the people? So you'll have just the people who will, maybe scientific groups or people with lots of money, being able to move, but the rest of the people will be condemned to be on Earth.
Okay. Mars. Are mission to Mars important, worth funding?
Uh, I think the government should fund first the local necessities of people uh, before putting their eyes into another planet. There are countries as the United States, as Russia, China, that have studied other planets, right, as Mars. And the first idea was to find water, but it seems that it was traces of water, but nothing in the quantities and in the amount that we have on Earth. So I think it's a waste of money if they do that.
Uh, Robots. Should people be flown to space instead of robots?
every time that, like in the past missions, Apollo, that the United States did, they send people to the moon, right? And to other missions on space. Because of the conditions, because of the equipment that we have today, I think it's very risky to put people on these space missions. So using robots will be an ideal situation, so we don't have to risk the life of the people.
International relation. Is sending human to space good for international relation?
Most of the missions that were made by these countries to the space, they put together people from Russia, people from the United States. So I think it does help to international relation between countries. But also it has increased the, the push for this big run that is who gets first to the moon, who finds first about the space. So that can work in both ways. It can work good in relation, or can put the countries one against the other to pursue, to achieve what they're looking for first, right?
Taxpayers. Should opponents of space exploration still be required to contribute?
If there is a big chunk of the population in a country that that is not that doesn't want to help into the space exploration, I think the government, the amount of money that they put, they should take account of the people who is against that, that is to spend that money. But when one government gets involved into these missions, they get the money from that belongs to everybody.
Tell some of the disadvantages you perceive from space exploration.
Well, I think the major disadvantage of space exploration may be the big amounts of money that are spent on these missions. Sometimes we put the money that is needed for health, the money that is needed for education, for hospitals and schools. We put in first place to explore the space, and that we should be put in a second plane.
Thank you.
I hope it's of help.